Welcome to PBJ Podcast. I'm your host, Jackson Juzang. PBJ Podcast is the official flagship podcast of everything PBJ and everything Pittsburgh. It's the first podcast of the summer. I wouldn't want it to start with anybody else. He's the founder of Stable Academy, a Philly-based mentorship and training program that's already worked with over 1,000 kids, helping them develop not just as athletes, but as people. He was born and raised in West Philly's Overbrook section. Christian Smith did not come from a traditional sports family, y'all. He followed in his older brother's footsteps. He played at Roman Catholic and Archbishop Carroll, which are two of the premier Catholic programs in Philadelphia. He was an all-Catholic honors player, then went on to Lock Haven and Millersville. Injuries, COVID, and fatherhood changed his plans, and he turned that experience into Stable Academy, a way to guide the next generation. Christian Smith, appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
That was a fire intro. That was fire.
It's all right. It's all right.
That's all right. Dope, bro. I appreciate you being on, bro. Thank you so much for inviting me.
My guy.
So let's get to work, man.
Yeah, bro. I think the best place to start is the beginning. That's what my co-host at school says. And I'm in Philly all the time. I know what Philly's like. I go get my cut in West Philly. But I want to hear what it was like for you to grow up there.
I'm not going to try to make it seem like I had the most grittiest story. I came from a two-parent household. I was born in West Philly, Overbrook section, Lewis C. Cassidy, Edward Road. I'm not going we were middle class household. We didn't have it all, but we didn't. You know what I mean? We made things. My mom and dad made things work, and I was the middle child. I had my big brother. His name is Cleveland Smith. He played for Archbishop Carroll. He was the first football player to really. He was the first football player that I knew, and my dad played basketball, but he didn't really. He played like neighborhood basketball, so not a lot of athletes. So my brother is like the first person that played organized sports, and watching him play football, really shaped who I became today, because I watched him destroy people. I watched him be great at a task, and people yell his name and scream his name. It's 2008, so it's not a lot of social media. It's not too much stuff going on. So I see posters they got posters. They got posters like "We love 53." His number was 53. We love 53, things like that, and his name being called in the stands, and I'm just like, bro, this man is amazing, bro. This nigga is great, bro. I gotta be him, bro. I gotta be him. I don't know how I'm gonna be him, but I'm gonna be him one day. And then that's when, I guess, I started playing football 9 years old, 8 years old, for the West Philly Tar Heels. And I guess I didn't really get it. I mean, I was doing good my second year, and I didn't really get it until about 8th grade. That's when I started really realizing, this is what I want to do. And not only do I want to be like my brother, but I want to be better than him. I can do it. I can be better than him. So then I went on. So, yeah.
And what do you remember about those games as a 9-year-old, kind of getting into the West Philly Tar Heels, winning MVP in your second season? Did you already see football as an outlet even at that age?
Yeah, for sure. So back then, bro, I really didn't so I was really good at school. I'm not going to have one of those stories where it's I wasn't good at school and stuff like that. A's and B's was the standard in my household. So I was good at school, but I didn't like school. So I didn't really see what I wanted to do growing up, as a young kid. I don't know how many kids do. When the teacher asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I said I wanted to be a barber. I was serious. But watching my brother play, it inspired me to that is what I wanted to do right then and there. When I seen people calling his name, yelling his name, when I see him hitting people hard, he played defensive tackle when he would get a sack and he'd hit somebody hard and celebrate. I said that is who I want to be when I grow up. That is Superman right there. My big brother Cleveland was Superman. So I wanted to be him, and when my first year playing, I wore his number. I think I wore his number for 2 years or so, 1 year, and then
that's awesome.
Year I had my own number, and then that's when I started. I played defensive end, I played linebacker, I played running back, but then I really like honed in on running back because my coach, my first coach ever was named Coach Sean, and he gave me the ball. Once he gave me the ball, it was over. My first carry I ever got was a touchdown.
All
So
right.
yeah, once I
Yeah, you
got a
knew it was
touchdown,
destiny. You knew it was
yeah,
destiny.
bro, you give a lineman the ball and he scored a touchdown, he's not a lineman no more.
Exactly,
So
exactly. You're like,
yeah,
I
I
got
became a running back
I got to
from
take
there
my
on.
expertise to the actual side of the field. Come on.
Six. So I
Right.
became a running back from there on, and I really honed in on my craft, and I started, working out, doing what I had to do. It wasn't like trainers back then, so I would work myself out. I would do whatever I gotta do to
Yeah, just
try
on the
my
yard work.
best to
Yard
stay
work.
in shape and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
And then you got to high school, man, and then that was Roman Catholic, and then you made actually
yeah,
the transfer over to your brother's alma mater, Archbishop Carroll.
most
What
deaf.
drove
So
that transfer? How what was different between each school football culture wise?
for sure. So with Roman, I think it was a level. I think it was like a level of patience. I would say I don't think I would like getting back to like now that I'm an adult. I don't feel like they did anything necessarily wrong. I think that I wasn't used to those type of coaches that like I don't know. It's always gonna be favoritism. If a coach say that he has no favoritism, I feel like it's a
Some
lie.
bullshit. It's always
Yeah, I
bullshit.
always feel like it's a lie. So,
I always
'cause
know that. Come on.
I know that I could have overcame that favoritism. Like I could have, but I had to be patient. And I'm not a patient person. I need to be like, if I feel like I need to play right now. So I was doing good my sophomore preseason, and I felt like I could do more on the varsity level. But we had some really good guys. We had Dimitri Kelly, and we had Hamza. I forgot his last name, but we had some really good running backs. We had two good running backs, but I felt like I could really produce as well. But I had to wait till my junior year to even smell the field. So I decided that it was best to transfer. And my brother told me that he could help me transfer, but the only way that we could transfer is if I go to Archbishop Carroll. And so I didn't care what the record was. I didn't care how good they were. I just was like, all right, I just want to play. So
Right.
we went to Archbishop Carroll, and that was history from there. Sophomore year, I think I played defensive end. I got a couple carries, like 20-yard carries, stuff like that. But my junior year was when I really like broke the mold, and I had a really good season. I had a really good season. I won second team All Catholic, and then it was from there. Like I knew that I could do this. I could take this to the next level and play college football. I started getting recruited by coaches, and I was starting to get to that pinnacle. But I guess it still was something missing. To be honest, I feel
Yeah.
like growing up now, like I know that I could have worked harder, but like my work ethic was there, but I could have worked harder now that I know what I wanted to do. Um, I feel like I could have had, I needed more like guidance, more mentorship, things like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that lacked in areas just because I'm coming from a household that never really played football. Like no one played football. My brother is like 8, 9 years older than me, so he's like
Right.
doing his own thing now, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of me
Yeah, of
here.
course. No, of
Like,
course. You're going to be a sponge to something like that when you have an older brother. So, but yeah, like you
definitely,
said, man, junior year all Catholic honors. That's no joke. But
definitely,
your senior year brought a lot of adversity. Losing your grandmother, getting
yeah.
benched, losing those FCS looks. How did you mentally handle that time? And looking contemporarily, like, how are you able to take that to what you teach these kids at Stable Academy?
For sure. That was the hardest time of my life, and it's honestly amazing how God is just great because He put adversity and obstacles in your life to help mold who He wants you to be. And, it's easy to say that now, but before it wasn't that easy to say that when I was going through those situations. So August 11th is usually when everybody reports to camp college-wise. My senior year was 2016, August, and I think we were one day into camp, 2 days into camp, and I would say like a week prior to camp, she had a stroke, and I called my mom, and my mom, me and my mom, my dad, we handled it. She went to, everything was handled. But then a week later, August 11th, August 10th, my grandma was admitted into the hospital because she was, she basically she, I don't know, I don't know what to say she was wrong with her, but she had hypertension and she was going through some stuff where she couldn't really move the lower half of her body. And then August 11th, she passed away in the
My
hospital.
condolences, bro. My
Yes, yes, sir. I
condolences.
appreciate you. August 11th, 2016, my grandma passed away. That was a third parent. She took care of us. She made sure that everything that my parents lacked, she always made sure we had. So I learned a lot of life lessons, and I was with my grandma a lot of my life. So we had camp, and I got a call. My coach called me into the office. Well, no, actually, my coach didn't call me to the office. I think we had a break in camp. So we had 2 of these. These kids don't have 2 of these no more. We had 2 of these. So the first practice was done. I want to say it was like the first practice was done at like 11 o'clock in the morning. We get a break. So I'm the first one in the locker room. I go check my phone because, I'm in love. I got a girlfriend. I'm in love. I got to check see what she talking about real quick. So I go in. I go to check my phone. And I look at my phone, and my dad is talking about something. Yeah, grandma grew her wings, and I'm like, what the fuck is growing your wings? Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck do that
That's
mean?
a crazy way to
Like,
say that. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
like, what,
Yeah,
bro?
that's a crazy way to
So
say
then,
that.
like, I'm calling everybody, nobody answering the phone, nobody answering. I'm like, oh man.
And this is all halftime.
This is all second. This is all before the second practice of the day.
Oh
I'm in
man.
camp. So I'm like, I called my mom, and my mom told me like, yeah, your grandmom died. And I dropped to my knees, bro. That shit was the worst shit I ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And that shit was hard
I'm
because
sure.
that's my dad's mom. So I lived with my dad at the time. My dad shut down. My my dad shut down. My grandma had a daughter who is disabled. My dad's sister, my aunt, she was disabled and severely disabled, and she had to live with us. She had to live with us. We had no aides. Like we had no like aides. I don't know if everybody know what aides are, but we had no like health aides, like home health care aides.
Okay.
Like we didn't have no help. So
Yeah.
I'm in high school. I have to stay home until my dad has to go to work, and I have to stay home until he gets back. Sometimes, he's dealing with a lot right now. He might not even come home. So now I gotta miss practice. I gotta, miss school, things like that. And my head was all over the place. I lost my starting job, bro. I, I, I just told you I was really like I was low key. I was like I was the man at running
You're
back at
feeling.
my
Yeah, you're
school.
feeling like it, man.
I
For
was
real.
doing
For
really
sure.
good. Like I
Yeah.
was like gaining traction in the recruiting world for FCS. Talking to Delaware. I'm talking to Bucknell. I'm talking to William and Mary, things like that. But
Right.
even going down to the D2 level, talking to Kutztown, those type of schools.
Yeah.
And then I just lose my job I would say week 2. I lost my job, bro. I lost my job as a starting running back because I just wasn't there mentally, bro. I think that
Yeah.
it was over.
Crazy.
I didn't
My
have an outlet.
my experiences, man, are eerily similar, man.
Yeah,
So
so
I don't want to make it about me because this is a
nah,
podcast
you
about
good,
you.
bro.
But I will say I went through a very similar experience with just like kind of like a mental crash out in the beginning of the season of my sophomore year, going from like 30 minutes to 5 minutes in basketball, and that destroyed me. And then that ended up having me like force myself to quit so that I could really focus on myself outside of basketball for the first time in my adult-ish life.
Yeah,
And that propelled me to where we both are today, similar situation with
thanks,
you.
bro.
So
That's the
I'm happy
amazing
it
part
ended up
about
working
that.
out.
To piggyback off of what you just said, to um, to piggyback off what you just said, I it made me think about quitting all the time, bro. And
Yeah.
And I think that made my dad snap out of whatever crisis he was going through at the time. You know, he lost his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not really capable to hear like his son is going through some real shit right now.
Yeah.
With like football is my life. I'm only 18 and 17 years old, and football is everything. Like I put my all since I was 8 years old into this task of
Yeah.
going to college, and this coach just stripped this shit away from me. And
Mm-hmm.
not only did he just strip this away from me, I just lost my third parent. Like I'm fucked up right now.
Right.
So I thought about quitting. I talked to my dad and I said, and I thought about it for a long time. I wrote it all down. And I was just like, Dad, if I can't start in high school, bro, this shit in college, I don't even know like if I'm ready for this shit, bro.
Right.
Like, and
It's a
he
whole
never
different game,
heard
bro.
me say no shit like that before. Like I'm like one of the most confident kids he got.
Yeah.
Like I'm so I like, you know, he would definitely bet the house on me with this football shit. So I'm talking to him and I'm telling him this shit, and that shit broke his heart. So
Yeah.
like he like just sat me down and he was like, "You not quitting shit. Like you want to go to practice, you want to work your ass off, and you want to get your job back. You want to do whatever it takes to get your job back."
Right.
And I just did whatever I did. What he took. Like that's the beautiful part about having a strong support system. Even just having a father.
Right.
He sat there, he sat me down, and he said that to me, and that shit hurt, bro. Just even thinking about it now gets me emotional. It hurt. But I
Yeah.
went to practice, bro, and I just honed in like whatever the coach needed me to do, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So I never ran scout team before. I fucking ran scout team, and I just fucking bulldozed over the starting defense every day. I gave them awesome looks. Like it helped me, it humbled me. And it
Yeah.
really humbled me because I was big headed, very big headed. Nobody could tell me shit. And it humbled me and it made me like be a better teammate. So I started going, you know, scout team, talking to kids I never talked to before, all the
Yeah.
sophomores, all the freshmen that were brought up, and we going against the defense, stuff like that. And that all you don't even know. That's all preparing you for the next level. Because if you think that you're going from being a man senior year to starting freshman year in college, that's a fucking lie. You're not going to. So, when I had to go to college, bro, and had to run scout team, I wasn't even humbling, bro. I already just was doing that shit last year.
Right. Right.
I eventually got my job back though. Like week 5, I got my job back,
Nice.
and I went on to I think in 5 games I had about 500, 600 yards, 10 touchdowns in 5 games.
All
So I
right.
was able to do that. Yeah. So
Well, that's what's up, man. Well,
yeah,
man, I hope you're sharing these philosophies with the Stable Academy folks that you're able to work with, and that's something I want to make sure not only we highlight but make the most important aspect of this conversation. So,
sure.
you know, you go through college, Lock Haven, Millersville, you know, you go through COVID, you become a father, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, you have to balance those responsibilities throughout college, and you had to make the choice to leave school. And then you get to this business class, this business writing class, and this assignment. And, you know, I'm super curious how that became the spark for Stable Academy. And, you know, was this something right away that you knew could be more than an idea on a piece of paper?
Mm. So, so college was crazy, right? So, like, remember I told you, like, I went on a tangent. Like, I just want to prove everybody wrong after that situation that happened in high school. I just want to prove everybody wrong so bad. And I got tick. I really proved myself right. And
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds crazy, but in a way, in a sense, I felt whole when I scored my first touchdown in college. I was like, I feel like I proved myself that I could be here. I proved to myself that I am supposed to be here. I belong.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So even though my career was cut short, um, I feel cool about it. I'm not gonna lie. I have no regrets.
That's
I
good.
don't
You
regret it at
shouldn't.
all. But to go into the business class, I mean, COVID happened, and it really made me understand that the world might end, bro. I don't know. The world might end, bro. I don't know what's about to happen, bro. But I might as well just do this football shit, bro. I might as well do this business shit that I've been writing up in business class, because I gotta go home. Me and my son mom wasn't seeing eye to eye, and I know that she saying one thing, but I know she need help, and I need to
Right.
figure out a way that I can support my son, my first son, and I need to find a way that how I can support him, not only support him, but to give him something that I can give him. You know what I mean? So we did the business writing class, and I did literally everything you have to do to create a business. Down to the mission statement, what we going to do, how it's going to be done, things like that. So I was just like, once COVID happened and the world shut down and stuff like that, I was just like, all right, how can I just do it? And I just fucking did it. Like I just did it. So
It's the only way you can do it, right?
yeah, I told my roommate name is Ant Butler, bro. Ant Butler is a coach now, but before he was a coach, he said he would never be a coach. That shit is not for him. And I would tell him all the time, bro, you going to coach with me one day, bro. You going to coach with me. I don't know what, you're not going to be a coach, all right, bet, but you going to coach with me one day. That's cool. And I told him my whole plan. He told me, like, bro, the plan sounds solid, bro, but that's just not something that I want to do. And it's so crazy that he started his own business. He started his own business doing the same shit I'm doing right now, and he's a coach right now. But that's somebody I confided in about my plan. And it was originally called Boys to Men. It wasn't called Stable Academy. It was called Boys to Men. And we,
Philly staple right there.
yeah, huh?
I said Philly staple right there. Philly staple.
Exactly. It was called Boys to Men because I wanted to tell. It was supposed to be like a mentorship program with football, and it was supposed to be like we're turning little boys into men
Yeah.
through football. But I was just like, I started talking to my friend. I started talking to Chuck BOR, my guy in Philly, from Lockheed, I played with. And he told me, bro, they call you the horse. And where do horses stay? And I'm like, you know what, bro, you right. If they call me horses, and I'm just going to build horses, bro, and where you build horses at? All right, we build horses in the stable. All right, so bang, we going to call it stable. And we not going to call it stable school. That's ass. We going to call it stable academy. And then we just call it stable academy. And like,
Man,
it's just,
boys to men school would have sounded a little inappropriate
that
by
shit
now,
would have
right?
sounded, it would have been, that would have been corny, bro. So we called it Stable Academy, and once we called it Stable Academy, it stick. And like something I didn't share before is like my little brother is a very prominent figure in my life. That's something I failed to share. My little brother is a very prominent figure in my life. I couldn't take my little brother. I couldn't go anywhere without him. I don't know if anybody have that story. You can't go outside if you don't take your little brother with you. That was me. Couldn't go outside unless I take my little brother with me. Can't go to football practice unless I take my little brother with me. So I started, that started being my best friend, bro. Like that was like my little brother is like just like me and my big brother, where we 8, 9 years apart. But like he started being my best friend. I just loved everything about him. I started loving how he passionate about the stuff that I'm passionate about. So
Right.
with that being said, when I trained, he trained. So I was already training people. I was already training kids. I was already mentoring somebody. And then all his friends follow him. So I already was mentoring and training his friends. So
You got a
it was
pipeline.
already easy to move into this role of
Right.
Stable Academy. So what I started doing is with Stable Academy that COVID summer, July 20th, I just started to have free clinics, and like three, 4 people will show up 1 week, and then the next week I'm gonna have it once a week, and I'm gonna just do it every single time. And then one week it'll be 4 people. Next week is like 8 people. The next week, now we got 20 people at the camp. All right, bet. This is crazy. The next week, we got about 30 people at the camp. And the next week, you know what I mean? And
Then you think about we gotta charge a little bit.
And I'm just like, you know what, bro? I'm trying to be thorough. I'm trying not to charge, but, we doing great work, bro. We might as well do something.
Yeah, right.
And then we started
Monetizing.
Yeah, so what we started doing was, I'm like, all right, what we not going to do is we not going to charge to get to the clinic. We just going to sell T-shirts at the clinic. So now everything free. If you like the work, buy a T-shirt, and then we got 30 people at the clinic and they buying T-shirts. So
Yeah.
now it's like you got the work for free, but you got the T-shirt, and it's a win-win for me.
Right.
So it just started growing from there, and then it's like, all right, people start requesting like personal sessions. So like Monday through Friday, I'm not doing nothing. I'm in school, but
Right.
it's summertime, so I ain't doing nothing. All right, bet we gonna start training. So bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, and anybody can attest. I used to sit out at Sayre. I don't know if you ever heard of Sayre High School before, on 58th and Locust. But I used to sit in my car, bro, from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can look at the timestamps. I used to sit out there from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. working people out every day. Sometimes I wouldn't even have a session. I would just pull up, dedicated, ready to work, and I would post that I'm here. And whoever show up, bro, I'll give you a free session. Let's work. Like, and it started from just doing stuff like that, bro. And then just keep on building. And then you start running into the right people that knew people. So now you do good work with somebody. I mean, I think I worked this guy. I think it really started going crazy when this guy that I'm really cool with now. His name is Coach Tone Deiches. He used to coach at Overbrook Monarchs. I trained his son. He's one of the biggest kids in the city, and I trained him. Then he put me on to a whole youth network,
Yeah.
and more people started coming out. Then then a guy named Tyrone came out. His sons are now in high school. They play for Archbishop Carroll. Um, his sons started coming out, and he was connected to a whole youth world. And I'm not gonna lie, training his sons, bro, probably turned me up, because that's when I was fully booked every day. Like every day, I'm fully booked, and I'm charging everybody $20. And I'm like, damn, I don't know, $20. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit, but I don't know if we could stay at $20 for long. If we booked this much, like, you know what I mean? So then it just started going crazy, bro. It
That's
started going
awesome, man.
super crazy.
Yeah. And 5 years into this, you've helped out over 1,000 kids.
Yeah, bro.
And I'd like to ask, just with that level of success, what does Stable Academy look like on a day-to-day basis in terms of training and mentoring?
I would say on a day-to-day basis, bro, this don't stop. It don't stop at all. It don't even stop. It don't stop when you end the session. It don't stop. It don't stop when you go to sleep at night. You gonna get some calls about what's going. Like, I need help. Some anxious people. But stable. So Stable Academy day to day is, you wake up in the morning, bro. Like right now, it's always something to do. So like I got a little channel. Like I got a little 170 people in that channel, and you're gonna send some motivational stuff, like something that's on my mind. I wake up every day and I just, what's on my mind today, bro, and I just try to be fully authentic about what's on my mind, and what's some insecurities that I have, or what's some insecurities that I did have, what's some stuff that I just told a kid yesterday, something that I can apply to the people that love me, and I give them a motivational quote, and then just give them like the news for the day. Like today, we gonna be working out at 6 o'clock. Give them and then we work on graphics. For whatever we got upcoming. Then later on, like, and this is all. I'm not gonna lie. This is all while I'm at work or something. I'm on a break at work. Like I'm still working, everybody. I'm still a full-time employee. I do work on some graphics. Um, there's always somebody that needs to be connected with a school. So
Are you a graphic designer?
I do everything, bro. I just do everything.
What's everything? So you like Bob the Builder? Like you could do everything, man.
Bro, I just do everything until I see it like this, bro. Once I get huge to the point where I have funding and I can have employees. I know how to do everybody's job. and how everything is supposed to be done.
Right.
Like it's not going to be like I know how to speak to everybody, and I know how easy and how hard jobs are. So
Yeah.
now I know how to deal with my employees. But yes, for now, I definitely got to do everything until we get to that point. So
Okay.
I do. I know how I deal with Canva. I'm not on Photoshop yet, but I'm on Canva. I'm on Adobe. I'm on Adobe.
Premiere.
Yeah, Premiere. I'm doing
Yeah.
everything, and then
Okay.
we gotta edit some content on CapCut. So I'm always editing content on CapCut all the time, and I'm thinking of new ideas for what I want to do. Like right now, we're about to come out with a fall line, back plates,
Awesome, man.
socks, thermals, sweatsuits. It's just all like this year is all about leveling up and taking that next step in my business. I really, what's the point of having a following people that wanna see you grow if you ain't growing?
For
Like
sure. For sure.
yeah. So
Hey,
that's
well,
day to day.
I want to get to talking to you about this first youth camp you just had. Your first camp,
Most definitely.
super successful, over 100 kids at that. What did it mean to see that many players show up?
Bro, it meant everything, bro, because it was a lot of work to get there, bro. It took a lot. I think I came up with this plan in December-ish, and I reached out to some people to help me, and some people just was like, they want to see me do this myself,
Yeah.
and I respected that wholeheartedly. And I was like, all right, we're going to do it myself. All right, bet, let's do it. So, I did it. I did it right, though. So I went on Microsoft Word. I started typing out how I want this camp to be. Like, everything through and through. Like, the budget that I have, when do I need to start? Put everything on ChatGPT, put it right back on a Word document, and we went right to work. Hit the
Yeah.
ground rolling. I saved every dollar, bro. I lived frugal for 6 months. I lived frugal, bro. I saved all my money, bro. And
How much did it cost? How much did the whole event cost?
I'm gonna say it probably cost about $2,000 to $3,000
Okay.
to put all that together.
Did you turn a profit?
400%.
Nice.
400% return of investment.
Good. I'm super
Yeah,
proud of you, man. Super proud of you.
appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, 400% return of investment. And it was just really, it was really hard though, bro. It was definitely a lot of faith. I learned what to do and what not to do. So I learned, like, I was heavily focused on promotion.
Yeah, man.
Paying,
You're figuring it out.
yeah, paying for
Yeah.
promo, paying $250 here, paying $200 there, paying $100 there, paying. I think I paid one guy $400, bro, and I
What
ain't
was the
gonna lie,
promo cost? What was the promo cost?
250.
No,
I
for what? For
200
what service?
like a post.
Oh, Instagram.
I post a skit,
Okay.
video, like
Gotcha.
a talk over video. I paid a guy $400, bro. He didn't even do the service. He just ghosted me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. But you gotta live and you learn, bro.
No,
Like
yeah,
I
for
was, of
sure.
course, I was
Don't ever,
furious about it.
don't ever pay someone for a social media promo. Don't ever do that shit.
Oh yeah, I learned my lesson, bro.
All those fake ass ads, man.
Yeah, I learned
It's.
my lesson, bro. It was like
You can
influencers,
go
bro.
directly through the platform itself. You can go
Yeah,
directly through Instagram to sponsor your stuff.
where we're at, bro.
I'm getting that experience with a company as well, and having to, separate and reallocate costs differently. But
Definitely, bro. I learned my lesson, bro. I really did. So, I learned my lesson, bro, and that was hard. That was hard. And then booking venues, reaching out to different people for venues. It's a funny story to be brief. I booked Glen Mills High School, right, where the camp actually was held at, right,
mhm.
through a reference, Coach G from Mount Vernon. Um, I booked it, right, but it was a grass field, and I've never seen the field. I haven't really seen the field in a while. So I was just focused on it being a grass field. So, like, grass, anything could happen. It rain, it get muddy, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I wanted to be turf. I also wanted to be easy accessible for my Philly kids,
yeah, of course.
and my county kids. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna hold this as a placeholder, but I need to find another place that's a little closer. So I booked it though. I just didn't pay a deposit.
Yeah.
I booked it, so he had me on the schedule. But bro, to be honest, my mind is going so fast that I forget that I booked it. I talked to Bonner. I talked to Archbishop, like my senior Bonner in Upper Derby, and I book it, sign the contract, give a deposit, everything, bro. Last minute they canceled on me. I'm in my I'm in my car, bro, and the way I found out that they canceled on me was they told a local trainer that it was canceled, and they told a local trainer that it was canceled, and they didn't even tell me that it was canceled. Like they said they didn't authorize it, but we have a contract. You know
Oh
what I
wow.
mean?
Yeah,
We
that's
have a
fucked.
contract. You told this trainer that it's not authorized, but we have a contract. Like I have the contract.
That's
So
fucked, man. That's fucked.
yeah, so then I call and they know they don't answer me, but they email me back and say they can't do the camp. They was never gonna tell me this, bro. They were never gonna tell me that they can't
Yeah,
do
you
the
just
camp.
would have showed up with all them kids that would have been like,
Yeah,
yeah, you got to get off.
exactly,
That's
bro.
fucked
So
up.
I sat in my car, bro. It's crazy, bro. When I found out all of this, I got the email. It was like after work, 5 o'clock, 5:30. I
Right.
sat in my car, bro, on the phone with my mom. Real life, bro. It's the first event that I've ever done myself. It's a big event, and I put a lot of money. $3,000 ain't a lot of money to some people, but it's a lot of money to me. So I
Yeah.
put $3,000 up, bro. I'm 26 years old. I put three. I got a kid, bro.
No, yeah, for sure,
It was on
man.
myself, so I put this bread up, bro. I sat in my car and told my mom everything that happened, bro, and I just cried. I just cried
I don't blame
hard,
you,
bro.
man. I don't
And
blame
I
you.
was like, Mom, bro, people don't want me to do this camp, bro. This is crazy. Like the devil trying to bring me down. Like I was so serious, crying hard.
Yeah.
Like I just gave
Nah.
people the deposit, all of that. My mom just sat and she told me, she was like, she prayed on the phone and she said, now you just gotta go out, you gotta do something about it. You gotta pivot.
Yeah. And yo,
And
man, I'm glad you did, dog. I'm
yeah,
glad
bro.
you
And
did.
the funny part about the story though is I called the guy from Glen. I called around everywhere. Nobody listened. Nobody could do it. But I called the guy from Glen Mills to see if he could still do it. I forgot I booked it. He calls and he answers the phone and said, "Yeah, Christian, yeah. Yeah, I got you right on the books, bro. June 28th, bro. You good. You good. You don't got to keep calling me. You good."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, I just cried in the car for no reason to my mom, bro. We good. June 28th, we locked in.
Oh,
And
wow.
then, bro, it's crazy, bro. So, yeah, like
Well,
three, bro.
blessings to you, bro.
Yeah,
Blessings to you.
appreciate you. But yeah,
What?
3 weeks before the camp, bro, we had no people at the camp. Like we had no 3 weeks before the camp, we had 18 people signed up for the camp.
Yeah.
The day of the camp, we had 70 people signed up.
That's what's up, man.
The day when we did check-in, 100 people were registered for the camp.
That's what's
So
up, dog. That's what's
that
up.
was yeah. That was
Hey,
like,
well, what's the biggest thing that you want your kids at Stable Academy to take away from the program beyond football skills? Like they could highlight this type of adversity you had to go through,
yeah.
the development aspect of just being a good person. I don't know how many African Americans you had. I'm assuming it's a lot, but I'd like to hear from you about that.
Bro, I would take the one thing I would take away. The one thing I want all my kids to take away from just me and the Stable Academy period, bro, is just be resilient, bro. Be
Yeah.
resilient. Take everything that you learned from football, good and bad. And I need parents to stop. It's okay to advocate for your athlete, bro. Please advocate for your athlete. But when they going through adversity, good adversity, you have to allow them to go through it by themselves. So that means if he's not starting on the team, you can't just keep pulling your child from starting on the team. You gotta allow him to go through that adversity. You have to coach your child to overcome that adversity because when life hits, bro, I was so prepared for life
Right.
because like as a 26-year-old young man, I am prepared for life, bro, because of football and because my dad didn't coddle me. My dad made me go through it. He didn't pull me from the school. He didn't pull me from the football team and be like, listen, we're going to go somewhere. And we're going to go here. We're going to go there.
Right.
He just he coached me through it, bro. He coached me and made me go through it. And I went through football and I went through life, and now it's like when one door closes, bro, another door opens because I kick it down.
Yeah.
Like I don't wait for it,
Yeah,
bro.
damn right.
I
Yeah,
don't wait
damn
for
right.
that shit, bro. It's like I kick that shit down, and I want you to just be resilient. I also want you to rely on your resources. Um, I don't want to be cliche, bro. Um,
Be cliche. Be cliche. There's
uh,
not enough time. We gotta
yeah,
be cliche. Not
who's
enough
that?
time on this earth that's guaranteed. Sometimes you
Where
gotta
at?
do it.
You just gotta go out and do it, bro, and rely on all your resources: white, black, Asian, blue, purple, green. Money
The
is
Hulk.
green.
Rely on the Hulk, dog.
Money is green, and we all talk green, and we all talk like, you know what I mean. Good people are good people, like I said, bro. And like to be transparent, a white man helped me build this whole camp.
That's okay.
An Italian man from Westchester helped me do this whole camp. He gave me all the resources, all the contacts. I hit a lot of people up. No one answered the phone. No one texted me back. You know what I mean? But this guy helped me out with the whole entire camp. He top to bottom. Every time I called him, he answered the phone. He told me what t-shirt company to go through. He told me what venue to go through, what insurance to go through. He called the people for me. He helped me. So don't cancel out your resources. Use them all.
Yeah,
You
of
know what I mean?
course.
Relationships are transactional.
Right.
So that's how I live life. Relationships are transactional. If I'm in your call log and you can't call me and get some information out of me, and you can't get some information to go through life and grow and be better, then you should probably delete me as a contact, bro. Like that's how I look at life. So
Nah, I don't blame you. That's
for
very
sure.
valuable insight. I'd like to ask you for the long term vision of Stable Academy. What does success look like to you in 5 or 10 years?
Oh yeah. So a big thing for me 5 to 10 years from now, I'm looking to get a facility. I'm looking to get a facility, and then I'm looking to build off of Stable Academy camps. um, I want to become the best trainer. I want to become the biggest and the best trainer, and so that I could provide more resources and more light on the kids that I serve in Philadelphia, Malvern, Westchester, Upper Derby, like in Pennsylvania. Period. The bigger I become, the bigger they become, because I use my platform for them. Every
Right.
time, you know what I mean, I service a kid, I put them on my platform. So the bigger my platform becomes, the bigger they can become.
For
So
sure.
the long term success is to take this to the moon, and that's by getting a facility, and then also the next step, the step that I'm taking right now is in building a Stable Academy camp series. So not just having one camp every year, but to just build, bro, like 4 camps. Take
Yeah.
it out of Pennsylvania, take it to regional, then take it to a
National.
national level.
Yeah.
So I can
Beautiful,
do it.
man.
I have the coaches that are. I have the coaches. I have the platform. I have the PR skills.
And soon you're going to build the resources up, dog. That's never going
Exactly.
to end. So as
Yeah,
long as you
yeah,
continue to be in spaces like where we met last summer with Tiger Woods
exactly.
Foundation, the sky is the limit, bro.
The sky is definitely the limit, bro. You just gotta manifest it, and you gotta go out and work.
Yep. Well, the last thing I want to ask you is for other young dads out there or kids thinking they need to give up on a dream because life happens, what do you want them to hear from your story?
I wanna say this shit is just so easy to give up, bro. It's too easy to give up. It's hard to put your boots up, tie your boots up, and stand 10 toes down and find ways to go out and eat and win. Football is so great, bro, because you got people like Sharif. From SF Digitals that was a running back, a really really good running back, probably way better than me. He went to West Catholic, went to Kutztown University, played under Craig Reynolds, and now he is He's Saquon Barkley's personal photographer. His work is published in Lifetime magazine, ESPN. He's doing pictures for Taylor Rooks. This man is all over the place. So you could always pivot from this sport, from whatever sport you playing. You could always pivot. It's too many jobs. Like when you're playing, you think you're playing football. You think you're getting your child prepared for this for this
Amen.
one opportunity. Your child is not just a running back. He's not just a quarterback. He needs to be soaking up the whole game. He could be a coach. He could be a cameraman. He like Reef. He could be a coach like me. He could be a business owner like me, helping kids get to those opportunities. He could be an agent. He could be a funder. He can go get funding for programs like myself. He
Right.
can be There's so many jobs that is in football beyond. So I hate when people say just like the 1% is going to make it. When it's not just a 1% that's going to make it. You know how many jobs football provides? You know how many like businesses could come from this? And it's like you you want it, bro. Just go get it and find ways to go get it and find ways to still attack and be a part of this game because these kids need you, these pros need you, these college kids need you, these coaches need you. Because I've serviced a lot of coaches. These coaches need you. So
Yeah.
I would say, bro, don't give up on your dream. Just find ways to pivot. Always, bro. I think life is about. I think what you could take from my story is life is all about how you respond and how you react. And
Preach.
if you
Preach to the choir, brother.
if you respond like a turkey, bro, you're gonna be a turkey forever.
Yeah.
At one point, bro, God gonna put these obstacles in your life, and He gonna just keep on throwing them your way until you make the right decision. So you
He'll
might
throw
as
him
well
regardless.
respond
He'll throw him
right.
regardless. It doesn't matter. He'll throw more,
Next.
even if you decide to dodge it. If you're too
Yeah,
lazy to jump over it or duck underneath it, it's never gonna end. But preach to the choir, brother. Preach to the
yes,
choir.
sir.
Someone who's been through a similar experience with athletics, I can only relate to your situation and feel the same level of energy. So I just want to thank you again for your time, bro. This has meant a lot to me. It's our first podcast episode of the summer. I'm happy
Yes,
that
sir.
it is with you and that we get to highlight Stable Academy. And this is it. This is a great conclusion of the show. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate everybody who's listened to the podcast. Our first podcast back for the summer. There's plenty more to do, plenty more to see. Everybody have a great night. Peace and love.